You are able to put things in a different perspective than I am and to see things that I don't see. So I'm sorry that I'm like, blah, to you about the songs. I love hearing him breathe. That was still very uncomfortable. I need you, girl. I'm not a singer, clearly, but hi, my name is Ashley, so if you're new here. Here we talk about midlife, mental health, and BTS, mostly BTS, and how it heals. More important than how BTS as like a phenomenon heals, how the men themselves heal us and set examples for us, and how we find ways as ARMY to heal each other and heal ourselves through the power of the music, artistry, and souls of BTS and ARMY themselves. But I actually need, I need a friend right now. I'm putting a gamble on my own future. It feels miserable and awful. Why isn't loving ourselves, believing in ourselves and trusting ourselves and making decisions based on faith in ourselves and hope in the future, why does that sometimes feel awful? It seems like it really shouldn't, right? Like I keep trying to convince myself that I'm making the wrong choices because this doesn't feel good. None of this feels good. This feels awful. All of it. I promise I'm not gonna talk about this for long because nobody's here for that symposium. Maybe it just feels awful because this is new territory for me, learning to love myself and believe in myself and make hard choices in defense of myself. I'm like, am I punishing myself in this? This is so weird. This is so weird. I'm 42. This is not what my chapter 2 is supposed to be like, I don't feel like. But at the same time, this is only really actually scary for me because I'm like, what if I end up stuck there forever? What if I end up being in a basement mudroom that we put a bed into, and that's where I end up spending the rest of my chapter 2. Anyhow, enough about my own current emotional struggles. I have been about to cry all friggin' day about it. And what I really need to be trying to cry about is the fact that Hybe's album dropped 2 days ago and I have not listened to it yet. Yes, I listened to Arson and obviously more from 2 weeks ago. Thankfully, I have 2 phones. I've got the phone that I like normally use, and then I've got that other phone. You guys, if you've been around, especially for live streams, you've seen me wielding 2 phones at one time. The other phone is constantly streaming several Jack in the Box themed playlists on Apple Music and Spotify, but I myself have not actually taken it in because I wanted to sit and do it with you guys. So I've got my Spotify up on the computer this time. Oh, I need lyrics translations. Everyone's talking about the songs and what they mean. How do you know? Let's scroll until we find J-Hope as an artist. Yes, you're getting a glimpse into the madness of my Spotify. Let's click artist. All right, 10 songs, 25 minutes. Hope World was the same way, right? Hope World was about 25 minutes in full length. I put hearts next to all of these songs. Which, by the way, sometimes Spotify just deletes your likes. They just delete the hearts on your, it's baffling to me. I'm not sure what's going on that they do that. Anyway. All right, I pulled up yesterday a few translations. The problem was I usually rely on Dualset, and I like blogs. I don't want to have to read through a whole series of tweets. Most of the BTS blog translators don't do every song. So I think we're going to use this, BTS-trans.tumblr. If I'm trying to listen to the song and I'm trying to read translations, I'm probably gonna be struggling. Me trying to understand what the song is about while listening to it for the first time. Disaster. Disaster cake. No pun intended. Arson is fire. Man.
What Zeus had kept inside the box broke loose from their confinement. All that was foul was now unleashed upon the world. Pandora, unable to undo what she had done, fell into despair. As she grieved, she heard a feeble quiver from the box. She lifted the lid once more, and out fluttered a small, bright, most beautiful creature she had ever seen. It flapped its delicate wings as it danced around Pandora, lightly brushing against her shoulder. Pandora immediately felt her angst melt away, and her heart glow with warmth. It was hope that was kept in the innermost nook of the box. It trailed behind the miasma of darkness, assuaging their ill effects on humankind. Hope gave people the will to carry on living amidst the pain and strife.
Okay, I'm already gonna pause before it goes in Pandora's box. So we first have the explanation of Hope in the box, Jack in the box, his name, J-Hope. I wanna know, is hope and evil? Is this the yin and yang concept where that is the small drop of good amongst all the bad? Or is hope actually an evil? I saw a quote, hold on a second. I just found this quote today that I wrote down a long time ago. The sad part of keeping a journal and looking back through it is saying how long that you've been in pain, how long the things just haven't been working, and the same burdens that almost destroyed you, how long you let them continue to grow and you blamed yourself for them before it nearly destroyed you. It's such a, JJ in A Long Way Down. I don't know what A Long Way Down is. I'm like, what? Is this a movie that I watched in 2015? I don't know. But I wrote down two quotes that hit me. One was from the show The Finder. It was a fantastic show. Gamblers live in constant hope. And JJ from A Long Way Down, I have it underlined, so it must be a movie, right? Says, I don't mind the pain, it's the hope that kills me. And I even had the conversation with my sister, is hope and evil? I mean, what is our life if we are living without hope? But God, isn't sometimes the hope what crushes us? What are your thoughts? Take a moment and just think about it. Is hope and evil that's just like the better of the evils? Or is it the sneakiest of the evils? Or is it like the yin and the yang concept that even inside of a box full of evils, something good prevails? I want it to be the last one. Let's hear what J-Hope has to say in Pandora's box. First, I'm going to read the translation. They call me Hope. Do you know why I'm Hope? Pandora's history. That's my born. Good faith from the great gods given to mankind. Good faith. It's not an evil. J-Hope doesn't view it as an evil. Good faith from the great gods given to mankind. Oh, the way even just that thought is hitting me. You know, I know not everybody here is religious and that's totally fine. I get it. But the concept of the Bible is that God knew that we humans, we were destined to fail. It wasn't really by great design, but it is, we were destined to fail. But that in our failings is how we rise again. So to be given a box full of evils and to be told, do not open this box. We as humans were destined to fail. We're going to open the box, right? But the fact that the gods or God himself put in that one piece inside, believing in us, a gift for us to hold on to despite how we inevitably will fail, that we can rise again. Sorry, I'm like, I don't know if it's because of what I'm going through in my life or just because who I am, and I think it's kind of a combination of both. The ray of light Pandora left inside the box, transferred to a pure innocent young boy. Till the end, the frame of being Bangtan's hope. Woo! That's how it was given. Presented through a ceremony of destiny. That's my name. With this meaning further deepened by the myth. J to the hope. Jung to the hope. Jack in the box, Pandora's hand, the only thing left, hope. Someone's light, someone's smile, someone's hope. My activities are someone's life. I cannot imagine the pressure. Time flows, like the name suggests, someone's stars. My soul is refined, my motto and vibes are formed. That's how I submit it. My resume, only then the first leap, hope world. Woo! A necessary inevitability. I'm always dreaming of growth. What's my path? What do I have to say? Just keep on doing my thing. The picture I've painted is the stream, the one and only picture that Zeus painted. Curiosity of the owner who summons me. It's like Pandora's fateful criminal. Now that I've experienced the world, I can see it more clearly. All kinds of high fevers make people boil. Greed, jealousy, resentment, envy. Pardon my, envy. Revenge and hate too. Maybe there's no reason. We need hope. Whether it's a lot or a little, we're Benjamin Button. Not afraid if we go backward. If those at the front could feel it even a little bit. I want to wake them up. The tiny hero hidden in everyone! This box is a frog in the well. I'm sorry, every time they reference a frog in anything, don't you think of Jungkook? Like, don't you? You have to, right? Even if I face disaster, I want to crash against it. Jack in the box, look at my title, and after opening it now, I start to believe it. My name, J to the hope, Jung to the hope, Jack in the box, Pandora's hand, the only thing left, hope, Jack in the box. Oh my gosh. Wow. Sorry. So here I started with this whole like psychological commentary with you about whether or not hope is an evil, and at least as far as this first song goes, which we do not know how the track list is going to play out, or at least I don't yet, but I do know, right, it tells a story in an order, like it's very deliberately ordered the way it is. Let's listen to the vibe.
주어진 큰 신들의 소심한 돌아가 남긴 상자 속에 한빛 때묻이 하는 소년의 기대 어디에 방탄의 희망이 되라는 frame 그렇게 주어진 운명의 수계식 That's my name 신나로 깊어지는 의미와 함께 On my way Someone's fly, someone's smile, someone's hope 내 활동들은 someone's life 시간은 이름대로 흘러가 Someone's star 내 영혼이 다듬어지면 생기는 모토와 vibe yeah. 그렇게 제출해낸 이력서 비로소 첫도야 콧물 필요했던 필연성 계속 발전을 꿈꿔 What's my path? What do I have to sign? Just keep on doing my thing 내가 green dreamy dream 문제수가 green 유무이 큰 dream인 거
I feel like I'm in a dream.
마치 판도라의 운명적인 criminal 그래 겪어보니 세상이 보여 인간을 끓게 하는 수만 가지의 고열 역시 시기 원한저투 또 미움 어쩌면 the reason We need hope 그게 많지만 인격은 우린 뒤로 걸어도 무섭지 않은 벤자민 버튼 앞장서 조금이나만 느낄 수 있다면 깨워주고 파각자 숨은 작은 영웅을 이상자는 우물한 속 flow 큰 세상 밖으로 좀 재앙을 마주해도 부딪히고 싶어 Jack in the box look at my title 여러분 다 믿어보는 나 이름
This has a very 90s vibe. In fact, more does too. This reminds me of 90s rap.
Pandorize horn 하나 남은 희망 Jack in the balls Jack to the hole jump to the 희망 Jack in the balls Pandorize horn 하나 남은 희망 Jack in the balls
The kind of symphony sound layered in the background.
Jack in the balls Pandorize horn 하나 남은 희망 Jack in the balls
Oh! Yeah, this music in the background. And the layering. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, we know more. We're going to play more through. We know the translations to more as we watch the video. And yes, there's commentary on how accurate translations are. We have to kind of be able to roll with, well, we don't have to roll with anything, so I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So let's listen to more while we just kind of chat. So knowing that we have a story to tell, the intro tells the story of Jack in the Box. I mean, Pandora and Hope in the Box. The next song is Pandora's Box, talking about cementing his role as being Hope. I urge you guys on a regular basis, and I'm going to again, if you do not listen to BTS, any of their work, any of the individual men's work through headphones, you are missing out a huge, you're doing yourself a wild disservice. So this has the 90s, I've said it multiple times now, this also has a really 90s vibe, but it's much more the Seattle grunge. Thank you for the comment correcting me. Alice in Chains is Seattle grunge. I was just thinking of Nirvana and Pearl Jam, even though I knew better. But there's also a very Rage Against the Machine vibe within this. Especially this part. Now, I know not everybody loved more immediately. And a lot of us who loved Hope World, I'm not one of them, but a lot of people who love Hope World have struggled with, like, this is not the type of music that everybody chooses to listen to, but that's true of every music, right? This takes me back to when I actually used to crowd surf and go to concerts and have a good time. This reminds me of the hope that I had when I was 17, 18 years old. Oh! I love his voice and how the song changes so much throughout. But after the translation of Pandora's Box, I'm actually regretting not getting the Jack in the Box. Alright, so we are now looking at Stop, which is the subtitle, There Are No Bad People in the World. Right, my friend has this thing that's hard to deal with. Values, personalities, and opposition. Our friendship is a natural disaster every day. Is this one of those instances where it's like, my friend, and you're actually talking about yourself? Even when the words are nice, the reaction is questionable. The one doing a favor, working hard to hide it, red suns. Please stop. Please don't fight. Woo! You hate them and they're cruel. But think about it once more. How can everyone be similar? How can everyone be the same? I can't change the essence of who I am. I recognize that and be myself. A single grain of belief rules over me. There are no bad people in the world. Very different than Namjoon's. I no longer believe people are inherently good. I watch the news too, but what's that? Deadly criminal? Are people really like that? The actions of people worse than wild animals, truly horrible. In stronger words, I wonder if they're even damn human too. Have I talked about this here? Where I question if all people are actually people. I know that sounds probably questionable thinking, but on a spiritual level, if you're atheist and you believe that only, like, this world is this world, when you die, you're done, that's it, then this conversation will make no sense. But the concept of, and this has nothing to do with Christianity, this is just something that I've experienced, the concept of, are all the humans we encounter actually human? Or are some of them not actually? Yeah, this is something that I've thought deeply about, and actually in the months before I almost killed myself, I actually didn't believe I was human. And that is, I needed help, and the people that I told that I needed help did not help me. I nearly lost my life because of the lack of support that I had in my life, and the fact that I couldn't get the support that I needed, and the fact that I felt like my needs were such a burden to other people made me feel less and less human, to the point where I actually believed I wasn't human, and that I losing my life wouldn't have mattered, right? Sorry, that's a whole lot of heavy here. And then literally it was that day that BTS's, the 7 men, each spent their time in my ears with earbuds, and their voices and the layering of their music permeated me and kept me breathing. I wonder if they're even damn human too. Wait, stop, calm down, right? Get back to the basics, take another look at them, the environment, education system that we've lived through, what makes them different from me. You're counting on just one thing, human nature, just that one thing, please be right. It's a smart world these days. We've got an asterisk there, smart as in smartphone, smart TV. It's a smart world these days, but not smart for the most part. An online conference of rage. Woo! That's a line. Sacrifice is a matter of time. An unsafe area, so too many viruses, unconscious pollution, I can't avoid it either now. That's right. I like how that ends the question. That's right. Because the world changes and there are no bad people. That's right. So is he questioning what becomes the differentiating factor between someone who perhaps is altruistic, someone who just goes about living their life basic level, and someone who is responsible for atrocities against other humans? The commentary about it being smart world these days, but not smart for the most part. The online conference of rage, unsafe area, unconscious pollution. I can't avoid it either now. We have to go about our days turning a blind eye on purpose, just choosing to what's going on around us and how we are playing a role in the negative things continuing because we feel hopeless to it. Am I right about, anyway.
내 친구에 대해 같이 관한 성격 달인 내 우정자에 대해 좋게 좋게 말해도 의문 드는 리액션 베푸는 건 내 쪽 애써 감추려 했어. Stop, 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 stop.
I want to dance.
Fight, 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 fight. 믿고 약속하지만 한 번 더 생각을 해. 어떻게 다 비슷하고 어떻게 다 똑같아. 본질은 바뀔 순 없어 이제가 be myself. 단 한 털의 믿음이 널 지배해.
This reminds me of 1990s Mr. Wendell. Dang! He has taken very important, crucial social commentary against the powers in charge and turned it into like a laid-back dance groove. But this isn't his first time doing that. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. This song has a theme of very Rage Against the Machine, and he's made it like a hanging out on the deck with a beer, enjoying the barbecue with your friends kind of vibe. He is so masterful with how he tells a story. He gets across a point. He gives us think pieces here. He's giving us literal food for thought about how we're living our lives, how we're looking at other people living their lives, what's motivating us, what's deterring us, and who has the power while giving it to us in J-Hope fashion. This is, I'm sorry, Stop is my favorite song currently. I'm really like, wow, okay. So let's look at equal sign. I was questioning here a minute ago if I'm doing this the right way, if I should actually be listening to the song first and then reading what it's about. But that one confirmed for me that I'm liking my method, because I really got to appreciate how laid back and even like dance vibe that one was, juxtaposed to the magnitude and the weight of his lyrics. We have each other, we see eye to eye, no person is higher than other people, no person is lower than other people. Let's roll with love, with trust, with respect, step by step. We're still indifferent to the world. We need to pay attention to ourselves, because change starts soon. Because maybe it's our responsibility. Even if you shout until you're hoarse, it's a soundless outcry. The feeling of being different, I feel through my skin, rightfully comes up. Woo! Sorry, I keep like, woo! My daddy used to do that a lot. Anyway. That line right there, the feeling of being different, I feel through my skin, rightfully comes up. But people's minds are so narrow. Even if there's no need to be exactly the same, why is being different a crime beyond age, gender, nationality? Maybe it's like homework we all have to do. Start with enlightening myself. It's not discrimination, it's difference. Victims of prejudice, we need to know that it's us. See, I have no idea the vibe of the actual song itself, but just lyrically, we are talking about human rights here, obviously, and not just human rights on like a legislative scale, which is a thing. Good gosh, is that a thing to be talking about with the state of Korea, with the state of America, with the state of name the country. But just in the own hierarchy of our own lives, the people who were around, because people really like to feel like even the music they listen to, they are superior than others, or the music they choose to turn down. I mean, we as ARMY know this feeling. But no matter what it is, but then you take it to like personal levels, being discriminated against because you're older, because you are part of the LGBTQ community, because you have certain skin tone or your eyes are a certain shape. Why am I explaining this to you? You guys are smarter than I am. So I'm sorry. I'm excited and thinking out loud. I wish I could be talking about this with you guys because you guys, you are smarter. When you leave comment, I learn so much because you are able to put things in a different perspective than I am and to see things that I don't see. So I'm sorry that I'm like, blah, to you about the songs. Okay, let's. Oh, I didn't even finish. Oh my gosh. Hate'll paralyze your mind. Got to see the other side. It costs you nothing to be kind. Not so different, you and I, looking for love in a different light until we see that equal sign. The breaths we breathe, the dreams we dream, smiles and tears, same. They're all things that deserve respect. Just a piece to give strength in the puzzle of our hearts. It'll all make sense one day. So I'm singing for love in this world. Equality is you and me.
우린 서로 갖춰 시선들을 맞춰 사람 위에 사람 먹고 사람 밑에 사람 없어 let's roll.
Oh! Headphones. Headphones. This is huge. His voice. Oh! Ah, his voice. You need headphones. Oh, I'm sorry. When the rap line goes vocal, whew, squeeze my heart. Oh, that song is so good. I am liking every song more than the one before so far. Wow. Oh my goodness, that was special. Is there any chance Reflection is just instrumental? Look at you, beautiful man. Oh my goodness. Sorry. All right. It's a minute and 10 seconds long, but Reflection is the sound that he used for his Jack in the Box. So 1, 2. Woo! Creepy! Okay, earphones are creepy on this one. Intentionally. This has a very uneasy feeling. Oh! The depth, the sound that like suddenly washes in from the back. The breathing, that is... Ah! That was a come down from Stop and Equal Sign. Like the way that everything built up, and then we hit song number 6, Music Box Reflection, which sort of felt like an interlude. Act 2 is on the way. Are things about to get dark? Because we know it ends in arson, and we already know arson. That was uncomfortable. I love hearing him breathe. That was still very uncomfortable. Oh my gosh. The audio vibe of what he's created here starts out so cheeky and so... When he first hits the what if, it gets so dark. My stomach actually flipped. It felt like it was churning.